Sheldon, not the outcome you want today. What did you see from behind the bench?
I thought we had, take out the first 5 minutes of the first period, and I thought we had as good a period as we've had in a long time, maybe all season. Offensively, we generated a ton of chances and failed to score, and that's very dangerous. Come out of that period down 1-0 was disappointing, but I still thought it was a really, really positive period for us at even strength. A lot like last week when we were in here playing against Charlotte, we had great chances to score early, and their goalie was real good, and we didn't score. And then they built the lead. And similar to our game last night as well, where they had some chances, they didn't score early, and then we were able to find a lead and pull away. So similar in that sense. Obviously disappointing the way things got away from us in the third period after scoring and getting some momentum. So that's disappointing, but first period very positive for us, and then the second period really is what kind of set the game up to not go in our favor, I thought.
So you were within one the entire game, and then when they scored their second, Moore brought it back within one. What was the turning point?
Well, clearly the penalty was the turning point. That's pretty obvious, I think, to everybody in the building.
3 of 5 goals today were scored on the power play. How do you define the troubles in the penalty kill?
I'm not even going to count the ones in the third period. Our team's so dejected after that penalty, we may as well have just packed our stuff and went home. So that's, to me, that doesn't count. I'm not going to. I thought there's a lot of our penalty kill that was very good today. The one that they scored on for a minute and 45 seconds, it was an excellent penalty kill, and then they get one shot and it finds its way in the net. So the results weren't good. They look bad on paper, but there's a lot of context to it.
Last game, you kind of, after the win, you cautioned the importance of being able to do it on back-to-back levels. Is the enemy kind of consistency in these kind of games against top-tier teams that you're trying to surpass?
Well, yeah, but it's not even game to game though. It's period to period and shift to shift. Because, like I said, I thought we dominated the first period. Yeah. So, their goaltender was very good today. He comes back after letting in 5 yesterday. I mean, she wasn't bad yesterday, but they come back with him here again today, and he's very good for them early in the game, and it gives them a chance to find their legs. And we fell asleep in the second period and didn't play right from the start of the period. So that's where the consistency is period to period. And we're playing one of the top teams in the league, and if you're not going to come to play for the second period, you're going to be in pretty tough.
Since Timoshav's dropped down to that fourth line, it seems like he's a lot more active with the puck. Do you think there's a bit of a benefit there for him to be on a line where he can be that playmaker, play driver, and kind of control what's going on with the offensive side of the play?
I think so, and that's part of what our thinking was in doing so. At the same time, we wanted to get a little more offensive production from that line. Down there, that greening line hadn't produced very much at all for us at even strength. So we were trying to get a little bit of that. So with Carconi and Timoshav there, we thought it could help, and that has been the case. And that line was very good here again today. Could have had a goal or two for us, just wasn't meant to be there.
I noticed that you had Dimitro on the penalty kill as well. Obviously, a bit of that is the last shift, trying to get that even strength line out. But do you think there's some potential for him there to work his way into that rotation?
Yeah, we have him in that rotation now. We have him in all the meetings, and we've been working him in here and there. We've taken away some of his power play time and things like that here, so getting him involved in the penalty kill. It's year 3 for him, and it's part of a role that he hasn't really had, so we're just trying something here with him. At the same time, it puts Pierre Engvall in some different spots, so we're just kind of moving guys around and giving guys different experiences and see what can come of it.
What are you seeing from Engvall going up to that first line with Jeremy Bracco and Chris Mueller? Are you seeing the desired effect the same way with Timoshav?
Yeah, so far I have. He scored in both games, so he's playing with more confidence that way. He's a guy that can score, can really score, can really shoot. Timoshav is more of the holding on to the puck, more of a playmaking type guy, and that wasn't the most natural fit for Bracco and Mueller. So yeah, we're just trying to move things around, and I think that 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 has worked for us. Obviously, we didn't get the production that we wanted here today, but I think, again, if you look at that first period, I think that's more of what we're capable of as a team with the current setup with the lines, and it was good to see that happen. Obviously disappointing it didn't continue.
What exactly did Engvall do so well to earn that opportunity on that first line alongside Mueller and Bracco?
Well, I think part of it was just patience. We have a lot of guys here that are kind of in the same point in their development, same point in their time here, whether Marchment, Timashov, Grundstrom, Engvall, Carcone, Bracco, like these guys are all kind of looking for the same type of minutes and same opportunities. So we've had to ask for some patience for different guys and move guys around and try to find different roles for them. But I believe it's all positive and productive in terms of their individual development. There's a lot of things that can come of different situations and different scenarios. We have a great development opportunity here today with Carcone takes a very egregious penalty that puts himself ahead of the team, and things go real bad for the team after that. So I think that's a really good opportunity for that player to recognize just how selfish he was in that point in time, and how that's not going to help him or our team going forward.